Tell me if this sounds like you. You are working very hard, you're doing everything right, but deep down you feel invisible. Like no matter what you do, nobody notices. I'm saying this because this was my greatest fear when I was in my mid career. Like every morning I used to wake up and think that I'm giving more than 100%. I'm doing everything possible. But what's the point? I was in my mid career. I The first mistake that I did was assuming that people would notice my work. I thought if I put my head down and work hard, someone will recognize me. At the same time I was terrified. Like I thought that what if I speak about my work or achievement, people will think that I'm bragging or kind of showing off. And that was my biggest mistake. So I stayed quiet, and that silence cost me. You know how much painful it is that when you give your 200% and still nobody recognizes you. And my second mistake was that I stayed too loyal to one organization. The tenure that I stayed in an organization, thinking that the more I stay, it'll be it'll be the stability will work in favor of me, or my leaders will recognize my work. I was just thinking maybe next year, and that kept delaying, and I never got the due credit of what I did. Neither my managers nor my leaders uh, gave me the credit for what I was doing. Now, I'm not saying they are bad. I'm not saying the organization is bad. I am saying the harsh truth is that I never identified or valued my potential. So why would they? Right? Now, there were times when I had handled major project which would definitely bring certain value to the organization. But when the appreciation time came, my name was nowhere. And the third and the most important mistake which I feel I did was not learning, not evolving with time. I'm not saying I never learned anything, but the kind of tools that are required in the current market, if you see the competition, the youngsters, they are much quicker, sharper, confident. I always thought that my experience is enough. I didn't upskill myself. I thought I was, good at what I was doing. But the point is, you need to learn, you need to evolve with time. Because if you stay where you are, your career will also stay where it was. It won't move further. Now tell me which part of my story you could relate to. One, two, or three. Work on something, we need to admit that we have done something wrong. So that's the first step. So let's take the first step. That mid career is doesn't break you. Staying silent does. Staying in the same organization or being loyal to people who are not worth does. Not upskilling yourself does.